All right, let's dive right into it. I'm talking about the Detroit Lions, and I've got to say, this team just keeps impressing me week after week. Consistently playing high-quality football, they continue to raise the bar, and honestly, it's been exciting to watch them grow. With each game I watch, it feels like they're only getting better and better. They proved that again with their recent victory against the Green Bay Packers, a performance that showcased just how much this team has developed. If you love NFL content, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot. Please show your love. In this game, the Lions offense was essentially unstoppable throughout the entire contest. It was by far the biggest factor in their victory, and for good reason. Jared Goff was on fire, leading the charge and putting up numbers that were nearly perfect. Despite one turnover, which can happen to any quarterback, Goff displayed remarkable composure, especially after that early interception. Instead of letting that mistake define him, he came back stronger, continuing to drive the Lions down the field and keep their momentum alive. It was this kind of mental toughness and leadership that really stood out, and it's something we've seen consistently from him this season. Even in tight, high-pressure situations, Goff seems to excel, and that's exactly what you want to see from a quarterback heading into the playoffs. Now, when we talk about this offense, it's not just about Goff's leadership. The surrounding talent on this team is top-notch as well. The receiving core has really stepped up, especially with Jameson Williams making huge strides. His 80-yard performance in this game really made it clear that he's developed into exactly what the Lions were hoping for, a true number 2 receiver. And when you pair him up with Amon St. Brown, you've got one of the most dangerous receiver duos in the NFL. This tandem is going to give defensive coordinators sleepless nights, and it's only going to get better as the season progresses. But the wide receiver corps doesn't end with Williams and St. Brown. Tim Patrick, who has quietly become one of Goff's favorite targets, had a huge game, catching multiple passes and even adding 2 touchdowns. His emergence as a reliable threat has been a pleasant surprise, and he's proven to be much more than just a depth piece. With Patrick playing at a high level, this receiving group looks even more dangerous. Let's not forget about Sam Laporta, the tight end, who has been another vital piece of the offense. His contributions to this offense, both as a blocker and as a pass catcher, can't be overstated. And then there's Jahmyr Gibbs, the dynamic running back, who's also proven to be a versatile weapon in both the ground game and the passing attack. When you have that many weapons and an offensive coordinator like Ben Johnson calling the shots, this offense becomes almost impossible to stop. Johnson's creative play calling, combined with Dan Campbell's aggressive coaching philosophy, never afraid to go for it on 4th down, has made this offense absolutely lethal. To back up this claim, consider the fact that the Lions are currently 2nd in the entire NFL in total yards per game, 3rd in passing yards per game, and among the top 5 in rushing yards per game. These are all indicators of a truly balanced, high-powered offense that can adapt and thrive in any situation. But perhaps the most impressive stat is the Lions ranking as the top team in the league for points per game, averaging a staggering 32 points per contest. When you're putting up that kind of production, you're going to be hard to beat, and that's been evident throughout this season, especially during their impressive 11-game win streak. The win against the Packers wasn't just a testament to the offense, though. It also highlighted the resilience and depth of the Lions' defense, even when they were severely undermanned. Sure, they were missing a lot of key defensive players, but they still managed to hold their own. The most notable absences came from the defensive line, where both Aiden Hutchinson and Alim mcneil were sidelined, as well as linebacker Alex Anzalone. Even with those players out, the Lions' defense still made crucial stops when it mattered most. Of course, injuries are always a factor, and without the full roster, it was inevitable that the Packers would have some success. While Josh Jacobs was able to score 3 touchdowns, his yards per carry were significantly lower than his usual standard, averaging just 3.7 yards per rush, which is far below his typical performance. This speaks to the Lions' ability to stifle the Packers' ground game, even with a compromised defense. It's also important to mention that Jordan Love, the Packers' quarterback, was limited in his effectiveness. Though he did have some success in the second half, the Lions did a solid job in keeping him contained early on, limiting his big plays and forcing him into difficult situations. At the end of the day, despite allowing 31 points, the Lions' defense held up in a way that most other teams wouldn't have been able to under similar circumstances. If they were fully healthy, there's a strong argument that the Packers wouldn't have scored more than 20 points. This speaks volumes about the overall strength of the team and the coaching staff's ability to adjust under adversity. Speaking of coaching, let's take a moment to recognize Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator. Glenn has quickly become one of the most respected defensive minds in the NFL, and his ability to get the best out of his players, especially the younger, less experienced ones, is a testament to his skill as a coach. He consistently puts his players in positions to succeed, making adjustments on the fly, and always finding ways to improve the defense as the season progresses. This kind of leadership is crucial for a team looking to make a deep playoff run. And of course, we can't talk about coaching without mentioning Dan Campbell. He has built one of the most unique and motivating team cultures in the league. His ability to get his players fired up, regardless of the situation or their individual roles, is a big reason why the Lions play with such intensity. His tough, no-nonsense approach has rubbed off on the entire team, and even their backups play with the same kind of hunger and aggression as the starters. This culture, paired with excellent coaching and a talented roster, has helped the Lions reach their current level of success. Campbell is the driving force behind this team's mentality, and his leadership cannot be overstated. When you combine Campbell's leadership with the coaching prowess of Ben Johnson on offense and Aaron Glenn on defense, it's clear that the Lions are set up for success on both sides of the ball. Add in the fact that they have talent at nearly every position, and it's no wonder they're one of the top teams in the league right now. If they can continue playing at this level, there's no reason why they shouldn't be considered one of the favorites to win it all. In conclusion, the Detroit Lions are a force to be reckoned with, and what we've seen so far this season suggests that they're only going to get better as the playoffs approach. Whether it's Jared Goff leading the offense or the defense stepping up despite injuries, this team has proven time and again that they can overcome adversity and win. With the combination of great coaching, a talented roster, and a relentless work ethic, the Lions are poised to make a serious playoff push. So, buckle up, because if they keep playing like this, the Detroit Lions might just be on their way to something special this season. All right, that's all I've got for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.